Hello everybody, welcome back to another concert review. This time I'm going to go over a show that I saw tonight in Roanoke, Virginia at the Jefferson Center. I was able to see Nick Lowe and Lowe's Straitjackets. This was a first for me. I've never seen Nick Lowe, never seen Lowe Straitjackets, and it was just a great time. It started at 7:30. I was out of there by 9, my kind of concert. No opener, which is fine by me. Um, it was just a great time. I was second row from the front. Um, I got this really cool shirt, Nick Lowe, if you can see it, in Lowe Straitjackets. It's pretty cool. Um, but if you don't know Nick Lowe, he started in a group with Dave Edmunds called Rock Pile in the 70s. Very power pop, kind of like pre-new wave kind of music. He worked his way through the new wave era. He was working with guys like Elvis Costello, Huey Lewis and the News, doing all sorts of things with those guys. He was playing with some of the guys from Squeeze, like Paul Carrick, who ended up, going to Mike and the Mechanics. And he had his fingers in everything. And it was just a great time. He kind of changed his sound once the 90s hit. He started kind of going more pop vocalist, kind of like along the lines, not crooner, but a much softer form of pop, with a little bit of the rock still in there. But so that's kind of like the Nick Lowe that we got tonight, and you'll see in the thumbnail a picture of Nick Lowe. We did get a tour program that had this great picture of Nick there. Again, the Jefferson Center, great place to see a show. There's a little history about the band if you want to pause it. So there's Nick, and you can see the Lowe Straitjackets. They were an instrumental surf rock group. They wear those luchadero masks, like the old Spanish wrestling masks. Very, very cool. They were very tight as a band. There's another good picture of them with a nice little clip from Rolling Stone magazine. Nick played bass for years when he was playing with Rock Pile. He played acoustic guitar all tonight, and it was just wonderful. So Nick comes out, does the song So It Goes. Then they go right into the song Ragin' Eyes, which is one of my absolute favorite songs. Check out the song Ragin' Eyes. Just, again, Nick, he encompasses like power pop, rockabilly, country, kind of some crooner, maybe a little jazz, not much, but a little bit, again, country. He put out 2 great albums in the 80s called Nick Lowe and His Cowboy Outfit. Fantastic songs. They did a song Lay It On Me Baby is a great song. So they came out, they did 8 songs, and then Nick said, this is like the part of the show where I step away. He said I might go backstage and do some laundry, one of his, I'm sure, standard jokes that he tells every show. And he said, I'm going to leave you with Lowe Straitjackets, who put on a little mini set of five songs, and they were just fantastic. All instrumental tracks. They were just, again, doing wonderful surf guitar music, just unbelievable. It goes to show that less is more in a band. And you had Nick on acoustic guitar, then you had the other guys. You had 2 almost co-lead guitarists, bass and drums, and the drummer was fantastic. So they did 5 songs of their own catalog, because they do have their own recordings that you can go check out. They were selling some of their merch at the merch stand with Nick's stuff as well. The song Trombone they did, House for Sale, was beautiful. A kind of a ballad that Nick does. It's a beautiful song. They did Half a Boy, Half a Man, which is like this great, that was from the first Nick Lowe and His Cowboy Outfit album. That's the very first track off of that album. Just fantastic. On the original track, there's a nice like organ, that Paul Carrick is playing, but they kind of replaced it with electric guitar tonight. Fantastic. Blue on Blue is another great ballad that they did. The lights all turn blue on the stage. Just a wonderful ballad. Cruel to Be Kind, one of his bigger hits. He was doing that with Dave Edmunds. Again, that was one of his biggest hits. Just a fantastic song. You've got to be cruel to be kind in the right measure. Cruel to be kind, it's a very good sign. Cruel to be kind means that I love you, baby. You've got to be cruel to be kind. just it's so catchy. His stuff is just so catchy. It's so fun. It's you know, rock and roll. It's pop, power pop, new wave, whatever you want to call it. It's wonderful music, with like that British twist to it. Heart of the City was fantastic. Um, Again, I'm not a huge Nick Lowe fan, and not saying that I don't dislike Nick Lowe, but like I don't know a lot of his. You know, I've got most of Nick Lowe's albums, but I'm not like a connoisseur of Nick Lowe. And then he did this beautiful ballady version of What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding, which a lot of people attribute to Elvis Costello because he had a huge hit with it, when in reality it was written by Nick Lowe. It was a beautiful, beautiful track, the way that they did it. Him on acoustic guitar, and then just kind of some slow chords on the electric guitar from the other guys was just beautiful. It really showed the power of those lyrics in that song, and not just having it be a classic, you know, pop rock song. So it was really, really good how they did it. Then the band left after that song. Audience stuck around. They were clapping, wanted more. So Lowe Straitjackets came out. They did a little instrumental number. And then Nick came out and did I Knew the Bride When She Used to Rock and Roll, which is from the second Nick Lowe in his cowboy outfit album. And on the original album, that has Huey Lewis and the News backing him. And that was really good. He wanted the audience to sing along. And then they finished with When I Write the Book, which actually didn't make it onto the original set. So that was kind of cool that they ended up coming back to do that. It wasn't on the set. The reason I know that is because I stuck around later in the show, waited and waited, and people weren't, like the stage hands weren't really coming out yet. And I noticed that the guitar player had given a set list to an audience member right when the show ended, kind of gave him a nux. And so I was like, I'm second row, I can make my way right up there and do it. And plus, you have 5 guys on stage. That's, you know, 5 set lists. 1 was already given away. There's 4 more set lists up there, and nobody's going to the stage. Like I've got to get one. So I waited, and finally this younger British gent came out. He was kind of actually dressed like Tiny Tim. He kind of had like a newsy cap on, and I was able to get his attention. You know, kind of give him a couple of winks and, you know, throw a couple of coins his way, and he handed over a set list. So I did get a set list. Not complete, because here's the first half. So you can see those are the instrumental tracks that Lowe Straitjackets played. And then there's the second half. And so you can see he did Peace, Love, and Understanding, but there was actually an instrumental track here for the encore. And is that right? No, they did Peace, Love, and Understanding. I Knew the Bride When She Used to Rock and Roll was the last track of the set. And then they came out for an encore of the instrumental and When I Write the Book. So fantastic. And I did, like I said, I picked up the shirt, which is really, really cool. If you can see, it's kind of got like this. It's Nick Lowe on a surfboard doing this thing. And then I got this EP called Northern Fike, which was an EP that he did in 2020 with Lowe Straitjackets. Lay It On Me Baby, he did that one tonight. And then a great song on here, a cover called Here Comes That Feeling. So I got this, really, really cool. This came out through, I think this is Yep Rock, yep. And I'm trying to collect all of his stuff through Yep Rock. They do a really good job at reissuing his stuff. So, like I said, I got that. Got the tour program. I got a set list. And this t-shirt. I'm happy. It was a great show. See Nick Lowe if you can. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe and like it and all that good stuff. Share it with Nick Lowe if you happen to know Nick Lowe. And we'll talk to you in the next one. Be good. Take care. Bye now.